Happy Holy Hump Day on this October 12th, everyone. I'm Pastor Robert. Welcome to this midweek time where I can share some spiritual thoughts and reflections with you. For today, I'm here in our beautiful chapel at one of our prayer benches, kneeling here for prayer. And I want to talk about prayer today, but specifically, I want to talk about our outside prayer box. It's located just outside our front entrance, and it is a prayer box where people can just go ahead and take a prayer card and write down a prayer need that they have and then put it securely in the locked prayer box. And then for our weekly prayer gathering, we remove those prayer cards and we lift those prayer needs up along with other prayers that we receive from Sunday morning. And I just think it's a wonderful, wonderful ministry to have this prayer box outside. And we probably average one or two prayer needs each week from that outside prayer box. And I just think about all of the people who walk by our church building on any given day, especially during the school year, and it's there for people to use. And I am so glad that people have used that prayer box and continue to do so. I want to share a prayer request that was placed in the prayer box outside during move-in week in August. And let me just go ahead and read it word for word. It says this: "We got married here nearly 10 years ago to the day. The staff were kind, welcoming, and unassuming. We have beautiful memories of our family and friends being here together to celebrate our love and devotion. We're so grateful. We pray for continued health, love, presence, and joyfulness with much gratitude." And it has the initials J and L. And I want to thank whoever placed that in our outside prayer box, having a good memory of being married here 10 years ago. And that would have been 3 years before I arrived here. And that prayer box is what allows us to have these messages. So this is a prayer of thanksgiving and a prayer of gratitude for our church. And so we have an interesting history of how we started this outside prayer box. We started it on Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2016. It was during a spring sermon series that we were doing, a winter-spring sermon series. And on that Sunday, our scout troop, who had put the prayer cross together and they painted it, that was Scout Sunday. And during the closing hymn, which was "Christ for the World We Sing," I still remember that hymn, they carried that cross outside to our outside front entrance, and that's where we mounted it. And we had a prayer of blessing, of dedication over it. And so that's how we started this prayer cross. It started back in February of 2016. So there are a couple ways that we can submit prayer requests here in our church, and the outside prayer cross is one of them. And we always appreciate receiving prayer requests that are placed in that prayer box. We also can offer prayer requests by filling out the Connect card that we have in our pew pockets here in our pews, or we can do that electronically. We have the barcode where we can easily do that as well. And then on Tuesdays, our prayer team gathers and they lift up all of these prayer needs, both the ones from the prayer box outside and the ones that we have received through our Connect cards on Sunday morning. And then with the permission of the people submitting the prayer request, we go ahead and send those prayer needs out to the people who are on our prayer email chain, and you can sign up for that as well. And whenever I receive that email every Wednesday, it just reminds me of how wonderful it is that we can be God's people who lift each other up in prayer. And so I'm thankful for that. I invite you to join us for prayer and for worship this Sunday as we gather at either 9 o'clock here in this beautiful chapel or 10:30 in our beautiful sanctuary. We also have our live stream of the service at 10:30 on our church's YouTube channel. We're continuing our Dear Timothy sermon series by focusing on proclaim the message. The Apostle Paul wanted Timothy to proclaim the message. So that will be this Sunday. And during this Dear Timothy series, there was a Sunday several weeks ago where we talked about the importance of emphasizing prayer. And that's what we're seeking to do here at Athens First United Methodist Church with the outside prayer box and also with opportunities to pray inside. And so may God bless you as we continue to lift each other up in prayer.